And welcome back to Randaleon's Quest to the Ender Dragon. This is episode 20. And in this episode, we're going to continue the theme of continuing projects around the base. That is something I'll show you in just a minute. But I do have a couple things I would like to show you that I kind of completed in between episodes. And the first one is... let us go over to our iron farm. As I have completed a filter system over here. And you'll see that it has worked pretty well, actually. You can see the little dropper. Oh, that's interesting. Why? Oh, that's why. Because that is where the filter is. Because, oh, perfect timing. See those guys die. We watched iron get spit out over here, and it gets picked up by the filter. And you even saw the little block come out there. So I do have it set up to where, oh, you know what? I can show you a little bit better view. Kind of made this little outline, but if you do this, drop down. Underneath here, you can kind of see there's a crafter system that will take those ingots and turn them into iron blocks. You also notice that it's killing 2 iron golems at once. Yeah, and there just went. That when that redstone signal gets lit up, that's when it crafted a block, and it sends it up, which we can get up. These are all empty, but this is because, as you may have noticed, well, you haven't noticed yet because I haven't shown you yet, but yeah, we got a decent amount of iron coming through here. But yeah, I don't know why it wasn't doing 2 before, but it's definitely doing 2 at a time now. So it's definitely picked up the... you'll notice those red flowers don't get picked up. Well, I have some there. I really don't have the need for those. And so they're just chilling there, and they will despawn eventually. But yeah. That's the first thing that I wanted to show you that I kind of did in between episodes. And then I have another thing that does have to deal with that big old tower thing that was sticking out of the sky. So let's see if I can do this without giving away too much. We got to kind of be strategic in how we go up these stairs if we wish to maintain the slight element of surprise. Now, you may have seen some of the you might have seen some spoilers kind of as we did this, as I was walking up here, if you were paying attention. But once we get up here, and this is a pretty tall tower, I think it's like 80 something blocks. I don't know off the top of my head exactly, but it goes up pretty high. All right, and okay, and oh, you can kind of see at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, I have started kind of doing the outline of where I want the walls to be, and while this isn't a completely finalized idea, you can kind of see that it is kind of going along there, and then it turns and goes up and around there, and kind of hugs around that side of the island, kind of comes back around, keeps kind of coming through. There's a hill there that doesn't actually, this is just an optical illusion. And right now I have it to where it's going to go there. And I was thinking about wrapping it around here, but then I thought, well, wait a minute, because we have that, the skeleton spawner over there, and maybe we should include that in there. So maybe what it should really do is it should go up there and kind of hug around there. And then we could kind of just have it kind of end there. And then we could have it pick up again over here and kind of have some type of a gate system over here somewhere where it kind of crosses that river and then picks back up, which means we might need to change this. Maybe it will just be straight into, instead of doing that, it'll be straight. And then that way we have a nice kind of perimeter around our base. The reason why it cuts, and we're running out of daylight, but the reason why it cuts through there is right there. I do actually want to dig that out and turn that into a, basically connect these two bodies of water together. And I kind of want it to be, this is up on a hill. And if we were to go over there, you'd see that this is kind of on a cliff. So I was thinking maybe we could have it kind of run along that cliff into there, or something along that lines. Oh, and I actually have this set up here. There's a fast way down. Do I have a bed on me? I do. Let's just sleep that night away. But that is kind of what I have been up to in between episodes. Going through this, I realized I do not have... I don't have anywhere near enough of the materials that I'm going to need to make the walls. It's so much bigger than I thought. That was weird. Not sure. Okay. Anyways, oh, he's still just kind of teleporting around. Did he detect me looking at him from that far away? He does not. Okay. That is fine. You know what? Skeleton was closer than I thought. That's interesting. Oh yeah, you can see that I've been kind of putting bamboo in there, and as this has been kind of working... Oh, it's full again. That is going to be handy for when we build the bamboo farm underneath the mountain. I have not. It's going to despawn, but that's okay. I wonder if that is... Yeah, we're going to stand right here. Yeah. I'm getting distracted. What do I do? I don't know why I did that. It doesn't help me at all. You know what? Just gonna go back in here. It's fine. It is what it is. It'll be okay. Let me eat that. Now, what do we want to work on today? So, actually, I was thinking on working today is I want to continue on this theme of working on our farms, and I think I want to actually work on the barn for today. And I was thinking about putting it over in this area because I do want there to be a rather large area for, like, I want it to be kind of realistic where, so like there would be a pretty large field for the cows and for the horses to kind of, graze around. I guess the sheep too. And so I kind of need to mark out the area that I want to have the farm take place in. So actually what I'm going to do is, let me grab this. These are just going to be marking stones to get the area down. Also, while we're over there, I can kind of show you a little bit of a generalized, kind of the uniformity of the wall that will be going around the town. Again, this might change. In fact, I'm pretty sure it actually is going to change. I've had a couple days to kind of think about it, and I think I do want to have it go over on that part and go up there and create maybe like some type of a gate situation, kind of like protecting the base over here. So all this is gonna have to be like ripped up, and it will have to kind of go across over here at the narrowest point. But kind of quickly showing you'll notice that like I have these tall pillars, right? And in between these blocks is 7 blocks. And for the inside of the turn, it's 1 block forward and then diagonal. And for the, this would be kind of the outside of the turn. It's like, this is the start of it. And then it's 3 blocks following and then kicking in a diagonal. I found that seems to be the best way to kind of maintain this overall shape. And it looks pretty good. All the way around. It's not going to be made out of cobble. But the cobble was a material that I had the most of, that it was easy to just lay it out so you can kind of see. But yeah, it just follows that kind of theme all the way around. There are some places where you'll notice it, like it kind of S turns, right? And so like the outside turn, this one is the outside turn, that one's the inside turn. But if we come over here, this became the inside turn, and that's the outside turn. And I'll tell you what, that took me a minute to figure out that transition to make it look right, because it was something. Every time I tried to do it, it would, well, for the first couple times, it threw me off. And I couldn't figure out why, but that's the secret, is it goes from an outside to an inside turn, because it's S-shaped, right? Like it goes, it's strange, but it is that, because this was going that way, right? So technically it would be S-shaped that way, and then it would curve around back that way. But I think now what's going to happen is this is actually going to become an outside and go across there. And then that will be an inside going along there. I'm not going to fix that right now. That is a project for another time. Right now, I strictly just want to think about the barn and where I want the pastures to be. And again, I want it to be a pretty big area. I do want to keep them kind of divided by, the sheep will have their own area, the cows will have their own area, the horses will have their own area. Well, the horses and the donkeys will have their own area. And roughly, I want it to be, doesn't necessarily have to be even, but I want it to look right. So where do I want the farm, the barn to actually be located? Keeping in mind that we want to, I think we want to be a little bit further away from the iron farm. So let's go about over here. All right, and let's say that like this is going to be far over. Does that go? Keeping in mind that there's a wall there, and we want to have room between, at least for now, between the wall and the pasture. So maybe right here. Right? That gives plenty of room there. And if we decide that we're okay with the animals being right up to the wall, we can change this later. Okay. Now, this would be, let's say, the front corner of the pasture. Now, this isn't even the barn. All right. You know what? Give me 1 second. I'm thinking I want to go up there and get a quick estimate. So what I might do is I will cut away, and when I come back, I'll be back up on that tower looking over here to kind of get an idea of where I want everything to lay out. I will see you in a moment. And welcome back. We find ourselves up on top of this pillar, and you can see that that is where I said that is where I want the beginning of the pasture to be. And so I was thinking maybe the barn would actually be right up there on that hill, at least starting up there. And it's going to be a decent sized barn, but more than anything, it's the pasture area that is going to be large. Now, one thing I was thinking as well was having a lot of this be farm area over here, probably wheat. But I'm thinking along that hill would be a great place to have the barn. That would give a pretty good area there. Maybe if we move it over by those trees, we might have to do some leveling over there because that would give even more and divide that up into like an area. Kind of follow it. I think I like that. So maybe by those two trees. Okay. Let's drop down and we'll hop in bed real quick and sleep the night away. All right. And let's head back over there. Yeah, we waited a little too long. We got mobs spawning, but that's okay. We will take care of them if need be. Let's go ahead and use our quick drop over here. Well, we still have that. Some clinking going on. Yeah, we got a zombie friend over there. Okay. So if I remember correctly, these two trees over here are kind of where we were looking at. Now, this is definitely hilly right here. And didn't... Okay. I'm okay with the hills. Like, I actually like the hills as part of the landscape. So what if we did something along the lines of, let's say, I want this to be a pretty wide barn. So what if we start it like right here, right? It's a little bit too close. Let's give some space between there. So, you know, it's lined up right there. That's perfect. Okay. And then what if we did 9 by 9 per chamber? So 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Yeah, tree. I like you, but you're kind of in the way, so we're just gonna take you down. Okay. And then I was thinking, this is all just temporary, but I'm doing this to kind of easily differentiate between the blocks. What if we did 3 wide and we did another 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Is that... See, the problem with this is if it's right here, right? It would be let out right into that hill. So maybe instead of being let out there, what if we push it forward a little bit more? That's making it a little bit further this way than I thought I would like it, but just kind of working with the contours of the earth. Or we kind of... Yeah, I don't really like it being right next to that hill. So what if we, instead of doing it there, what if we... Okay, what if we did this one? It's my general idea for it, but do I think that is going to be large enough? See, that's the other part. I have to get some torches and come back here and investigate that a little bit further. Okay, so... There. Now I'm just trying to think which one would I guess what I could do is, because this side has a larger area, we could do the cows and horses on this side and give them a really large area, right? And then the sheep could be back there, and then we could do like pigs over here, because the pig is, they don't need to be as big. Their area. Ooh, I like that. Dang it. I just want to make it to where these are easier to see. Okay. Let us go back up on that pillar and look over this just to see what we think it will look like. I will be right back. And welcome back. And as you can see, we kind of have our little layout over there. If we kind of zoom in, you can kind of see those. Or now, if we ignore that, that kind of puts that kind of right in the middle-ish of that area, which I kind of do like. And would give plenty of room to like bring this out and around, kind of for the horses and the cows, and then the sheep over here, and then like the pigs. Like I said, the pigs don't need quite as large. Now that hill, the hill is still right there. but we might be able to get away with that with having just the smaller pig enclosure. Let's see. We could kind of have some farms kind of over there, just kind of to make it look like rolling hills and just purely for aesthetics, really. I mean, it's not like we could use the wheat because that guy turns it into into bread, which we realized after the fact, but I think I like that. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and up from up here you can really kind of get a sense of the layout of the space, like with the circle and then the three squares kind of connecting it. That structure where we have the bamboo farm currently at is not going to be there. That I don't know what I'll put there exactly, but it's definitely not going to be that. Yeah, let us drop down. Bed. And what I do is I'm going to grab some of the materials that I want to make the barn out of, and I will be right back. And welcome back. And as you can see, I don't currently have the materials, and that is because I just remembered the barn was designed by my older son. He is 8. And the material that he wanted me to make it out of is mangrove, and I don't have any. And so that means we are going to need to, well, we're going to have to go get some. And so that is what we were going to do. Now, let's go ahead and, let's do this. Do I have a boat? I have a boat over there. Because we are going to be going on a journey. Oh, that guy froze. You know what? That's okay. He can chill there for a minute. He can rest. But in order to prepare for this journey, I need to make some torches, and since I don't have any coal, I am going to go ahead and make some. If I'd been thinking it, I would have grabbed some of that bamboo, but I was not, so we're just going to do this. And you don't have to sit in here and wait for that. So I will bring you back once I am ready to actually begin the journey. You can see I've started preparing. But yeah, we are going to need some more things. Okay. I will see you in just a moment. All right, and welcome back. And as you can see, we have our most of our materials. You know what? There was one thing I wanted to grab, and that was a couple of bundles, just in case we run into something that we want to collect. And I'll admit, I've never actually used mangrove before, and so I don't actually remember ever finding it before. So when I looked it up, like where are they generally located, it said by jungle biomes or desert biomes. And so we know that there's a jungle biome that way. And so that's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking we're going to just kind of head out that way and go to the jungle and maybe go around it to see if we see anything in that area. If not, well, then from there, it's anybody's guess, because I really, I truly don't know. Obviously, this is not a warm biome. I mean, that's the opposite of warm. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. So we will find out. And this may be a moment. So hopefully it's not as hitchy as it was before, but I'm afraid that it might be. I just have to remember how to get there. It's been a while. You know what? If I remember correctly, we want to go this way because we want to go over by the village with that tower. I call it Parrot Beak Village because that kind of looks like a parrot beak. It's kind of an unofficial name for it. It's Parrot Beak Village because that's where the village is. Okay, I remember the arch now. That's right. So if we go over this way, we should run into it. Yeah, there's the water temple, which is a project for another day. I really would like to get sea lanterns. I like building with them. But I am not ready for that yet. So getting some type of farm for Prismarine and those blocks is something I wouldn't mind doing in the future, but again, not yet. Okay, and there's the broken nether portal. Actually, is that one broken or is it just underwater? I don't remember now. Yeah, it's broken. Okay. There's other broken nether portal there, but I believe we can just go straight across this way, basically, and run into the jungle. If I am remembering correctly, which I might not be. It's been a minute. There's the dark oak forest. So yeah, it should be to the left over there. Well, that's jungle over there too. Savannah. You know, that also gives us a chance for melons too. Is that jungle just really that big? Where it comes all the way across over here? I mean, it might be. It's a pretty big area. Yeah, that's huge. Okay, well, maybe we can first look for melons real fast. Maybe. Yeah, I'm just not sure exactly what I'm looking for. If there's any specific telltale clues that we're coming up on one of the mangrove biomes. So really, we'll just have to kind of explore, and then, I mean, I'll know it when I see it, but oh, I saw. Excellent. This is exactly what we need, because we can use this to create our pumpkin and melon farm. So yeah, we'll just grab that, and that is all we needed from that. Now, can we go around this place? Let's look around. Let's see. Does this... Because if we can travel by boat, I'd prefer that, but we might not be able to. The sun is kind of heading down. How do I? You didn't even make landfall. Here in a moment. These are different pigs. Oh man, see, that is the kind of stuff that I wanted to do, is get the different type of animals and put them in our barn, but you know, we got to complete the barn first. Different cow. Yeah. See? That's what we want, is to, that's the whole purpose. Come on, son. Here. Just a regular chicken. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay, let's grab this torch too. Just let's continue around here. There's definitely savannah over there. Kind of looks like we're running out of luck with our, okay. Well then, what if we do this? Okay. Hopefully that is tall enough to where we can see it. But it might not be, because we are going on foot now. Some potatoes. Definitely see the... Oh. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Maybe we'll go spy on Villager Tower for a second there. Lots more jungle that way. That's okay. We can use a boat to go around there, and that will be fine. There might be some of the lays over there. I don't know if I... Different colored chicken. Oh, okay, wait. Maybe I can get their eggs. See, chickens can be easier to get because of the different eggs that they drop. So I like that. Because I can just carry the eggs with me. I already have the blue ones. I have a blue chicken, but he's laid quite a bit of eggs at this, or it's laid quite a bit of eggs at this point. Yes, yes, hi cow. Oop. Ooh. this way. Flowering cacti. Fancy pig. Ooh. Some wolves. They've killed some sheeps. Yes. I know. All right, let's do a quick reconnaissance over there. Wait, what's that? Oh, camels. Hey. I need you guys too. I need all the things. Oh man, okay. Okay, so this is a full-on desert biome. We don't need to get too close there. We can just there's a village over there. That's a bad place for a village. Oh, interesting. Okay. Lots of camels over here. That's good news. I do like that. Iron Golem there. In that prison. We got bunny rabbits. Might just be iron golems in there. There might not be any lays there. We got the villagers spawning in. And we don't need to get too close to them. Yikes. Ah. Okay. Well, there's the village over there. Do we want to go investigate that as well? Might as well. We're over here, and we're still searching. We'll just give that a fairly wide berth. That's not a big problem. Okay. underwater ravine there. It's a big jungle, man. It just keeps going and going and going. That's pretty neat. Okay, but it did say they could be by deserts too. So if this is a desert biome, it could be around here as well. And this appears to be a pretty big desert biome, so there's more jungle over there too. Wow, okay. Okay, there's the village. Maybe we'll sleep in this village for the night. We'll just kind of steal this villager's bed for the night. There we go. And let's see what you have, if anything, that's interesting. Now that's pretty cool. A little well. I like that. That's neat, especially for a desert biome. Is there anything interesting in here? You have a smoker. I think I have a smoker, but you know what? We'll grab a second one. There's no problem. You know what? I don't know that I specifically grabbed any, but we'll grab some of that. Okay. Anything interesting? Hey. All right. We'll take that. You know, we'll take that too. And even though we can pretty easily make those, we'll grab one of them. But the diamonds are nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that stuff there. Let's drop that. We do not need a sand. Put that there. Sure. This is just a poster. Okay. Village bell. Okay. I mean, that could be for the dogs. Okay. Already looked over there. We looked over there. Right. Let's look over here at these two. Okay. Well, nothing super fantabulous out of there, but it was a village that we, needed to look at. Just in case. Hey! That is exactly what we're looking for. See? Look at that. Oh, that's amazing. What in the world? Is it raining? I know it doesn't. Hang on. Okay. I wonder if it is raining. Like, the sky just got darker, but it doesn't rain in the deserts, and it's not nighttime. Like, the sun just, like, disappeared all of a sudden. That was a strange phenomenon. I think it is raining. But yeah, that is what we were looking for right there. Okay. Yeah, I'm worried that as we get closer, it's gonna get gross out. But no sense in waiting. Let's just get over there. There it is. Yep. Okay. That wall of rain. No rain. Rain. This is an interesting. Is this a buried? Yeah. I wonder if there is a chest or anything over here. My shovel's gonna break, but that's why I made a second one. What the world? What? I'm not crazy, right? Like, there's a glow coming. It's still raining over there, obviously. I heard it. I lay a torch down over there somewhere? I don't know. Okay, now if I remember correctly, probably should have grabbed some bone meal. Is it time? Can we do... No, okay. Propagule. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Now, if I remember correctly, we can use these to grow more of them. This is an interesting. Okay. Right. Right. Let's go sleep. And that is something we could do, is set up a portal over here. Which I might need to do, depending on how well this goes, because... Right. This is an interesting tree to cut down. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut away, and I'm going to spend some time over here gathering this wood, and when I come back, I should have enough to... It's an interesting little land feature. Anyways, I should have enough to head back and I think finish the barn. I mean, I'll at least have enough to start the barn. So yeah, I will see you in just a moment. And welcome back, guys. And I was just clearing some of these mangroves, and guess what I seen? This is the first time I've ever seen one. And go say hello. Hello, Mr. Froggy. Whoa. You went flying. Cool. Anyways, I'm going to get back to chopping down more trees. I just wanted to bring you in so you could say hello to this guy. Yeah, hi. I don't have anything to give you, or else I would. But, yeah, I'll see you in a moment. And welcome back, guys. And we are just going to head back because I have 5 stacks of mangrove logs, plus 10 more. And I believe that will be enough to complete the barn. If not, we know where there is more. And there is actually quite a bit more here. I don't know how I missed everything. Like, there's that portal. I mean, this goes a long way that way. So, yeah. But there's plenty more where that comes from, and we have a ton of propagouls, so we can make more at the base if need be, especially if we get that skeleton farm going to get bone meal. But before we head back, I do want to actually go check out that broken portal. So let's head over in that direction just to see what we can see while we're over there. And then we should probably make our way back to base. It's like mud up there. That's interesting. Okay. That just keeps going and going. So. Let's just land here. Go torch there. It's one of those well things. Okay. That's interesting. Curse of vanishing, curse of vanishing. That's interesting. Okay. Or mangrove forest over that way. Or wait. Uh-oh. Gotten myself turned around. I believe that's the way we actually came from. Never mind. Yeah. All right. Well, that was not the most interesting broken nether portal I've seen. So what I will do is I will cut away from here and meet you back up when we get back to base. I'll see you in a moment. Hello, guys. I was just on my way back, and I happened to be going a little bit different way. I'm going around the savannah, and guess what I see over there? I see another one of the pillager towers. And I was just going to take a quick look real quick just to see if they happen to have any LAs. We don't need to get too close. Just want to see if I see any cages with the LAs in them. I do not, but I definitely see villager there. So let's just get back on our boat and we'll continue on our way around. Tropical fish. Okay. All right. Well, I will see you back at base. And welcome back, guys. And as you can see, we are actually coming up on the backside of our village. There is the Parrot Beak village over there, and over there is the town that I've been calling the Twin Bell village because they had two bells. It's just easy ways for me to remember them. But I just wanted to kind of show you that this is like where I was talking about having the water channels connected come through here. And as you can see, there is that cliff face that I was talking about. So I kind of want the water to kind of come through here and butt up against that cliff face up there and then continue through here. And then our wall will be up on that cliff face. Yeah, we have two boats over here. That's funny. But yeah, that's kind of the way that I was looking at it and what I want it to look like. In fact, I'll come up here so you can kind of see. Kind of turn going up here. Now my goal with these is to be able to walk on the top of the wall, so we can see. But yeah, this is kind of where it's kind of coming through, and then the water would connect over there. Kind of, I think it's pretty natural-ish, pretty natural-ish looking. So. I'm also okay if it doesn't look exactly naturalish because it could be like it's part of the defense of the village, right? So it would be okay if it was carved out. Now, and over here, this is where I currently have it kind of cutting over, right? But I may say instead of doing this, it just goes like straight across. Or because that is a pretty big gap, this, instead of turning the rest of this way, may turn back this way in an S shape and then continue over there and then come around. That was the idea with it. But we are back at village, so give me a moment and we will get everything kind of sorted out and get over to the barn area and begin building of the barn. And welcome back, guys. And here I am back in front of the area that we want to start building the barn. And in this chest I have gathered some different types of wood. And the reason why I got so many different types here is, while I have an idea of what I want the outside to look like, I'm not entirely sure that it will all be the same. I might want to kind of mix it up a little bit to get a little bit different variation, I guess, because it's going to be a fairly big building, and if it's all the same block, it'll run into that problem where everything kind of looks the same, and we don't want that, at least as much as possible. So with all that being said, what I think I'm going to start with is I'm actually going to start with, let's grab a stack of that and a stack of you, jungle, and this acacia. And so let us start by looking at this, what I am thinking is going to be the entrance. And actually, before I do that, let me break these. And I'm just realizing I need to kind of double check to make sure that I have the right area of the barn for the right animals, so that I can have the pastures be big enough for each one. Now, with that being said, if I remember correctly, I was thinking about doing something along the lines of, I think it was horses or cows back here with pigs up here because of that hill. We don't have a lot of room there. And maybe sheep over here. Is that right? Let me look up on this hill real fast. I want to see kind of from a little bit higher perspective. I mean, I could go back up there just to kind of see where is the wall. So this is a rather large area. Now, I also wanted to have some farms out here as well. Some wheat fields, I guess I should say, not just farms. How big of an area do we think? Maybe. I mean, really, if we were to come to about this hill and kind of roughly a same distance this way, maybe like right over to here-ish, that'd be a pretty large area for the animals, and that would leave plenty of space for wheat fields as well. So maybe we'll start with that. I just have to decide which way do I want the horses to be. Actually, you know what I need to do? First of all, I need to see how many horses I have, because I want to have enough stables for the horses. Well, probably maybe have like a couple stables for the cows. That's not as worried about that, but I'll probably put like a couple cows in like a stable to have, if I want milk, right? They'll be easy to get right there. And then I'll have the rest of them kind of wandering around in their section of the barn. Now let's go over here. And let's see, how many horses do we have? Also, we're gonna have to do something with these chickens, which I'm not looking forward to. And there's a villager over here. All right, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So currently we have 3 horses, 2 donkeys. So maybe I plan enough space for, let's do enough space for 6 horses. Or / donkey. Ugh. Yeah, let's do that. We can gather some of these guys up when we come over here as well. Oh, I probably should, So I'm just now realizing I didn't grab I did not grab a crafting bench, but that's okay. Okay, let us figure out. I think I want the horses to be actually back here so that they can have kind of a big one, and then the cows can go up here and they'll have a fairly large area to roam about, but it won't be quite as big as horses. Now, with all that being stated, let us, for right now, run in here. Just light this up. Okay. Since there's some coal right here, let's grab it because we always seem to be a little bit struggling with coal. We'll light all that up, and I think I saw iron back here too. And I'm just gonna grab it because, quite frankly, I probably will not come back here for ever. If I'm honest. Copper. Here's Ambo. And some spiders. That's probably why. Okay. You know what? We will not worry about that right now. Let's get back to the barn build. And of course, it's getting dark already. This might change, this little layout. This is just kind of a guide that I was going with to kind of show like different sections of the barn for the different animals. But we might have to revise this. Okay, so if we are doing horses back here, for right now, I don't like doing this. And I'll probably change this later. Let us do this for right now. And clear the area. So, what I'm thinking, Let's grab some more stone, and I'll kind of lay it out with the stone blocks, and then we'll go, oh, you know what, here. Let's do that. Okay. So let's just say this is the back wall, and we want there to be, we said 6 stables. Now, if I say I want it to be too wide, let's say, so this is a wall there, right? Let's just kind of play with the dimensions that we currently have at the moment. And it's not going to be closed in like this all the way. I just want to do this for visualization purposes. Okay, so let's say I want there to be 2. I want the stable to be 4 blocks wide. Okay, so we already have a problem because right. And then let's say that we do a mirrored. Okay. Let's say there's an entrance there. 1, 2. This needs to be kicked over 1 more. And I'm okay doing this because I just want to play with the dimensions at the moment. That would give us the 6 stable. Although, now that I think about it, that is tight quarters. In fact, it is too tight. What if I say I want it to be 3 wide in between? So, and I want that to be 3 deep. So it's at least a 4x4 in the middle, right? This will have the gates on there. 1, 2, 3. Now that begs the question, do we enlarge the whole barn, or do we have this side sticking out a little bit? If I have this whole side sticking out a little bit, well, you know what? If we're going to do this for the horses, and I know I said I wanted to do a similar thing with the cows, well then what if we just do that with the cows too? And so let's see, it needs to be, let's do that. And okay, so that's 3 there. Have a 3 wide walkway in here. Okay. I mean, this wall probably gonna have to be pushed out, but that's okay. Let's. That's why we're planning. 3, 3, 3, and we wanted to do a 3 wide. Gap in between. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I mean, yeah, I think that will work out perfectly fine. I mean, obviously, like I said, it's bigger than I anticipated, but that's okay. And we'll just, again, kind of mark this out. Like, and I want it to be symmetrical. So I do want this to be the same size, which, okay. We may not have the same like stalls like we do on the horse and cow side, but didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. This is going to pop out. There. Let's go ahead and fill that in. Again, this flooring is going to be different once I have this all done. But we want to frame this in real quick just to see. Now, we're definitely running out of... Now, real fast. Right now, we'll just do that. I might fill this in to kind of level this off back here a little bit more for now. Okay. Actually, kind of like this shape that I got going right here. Would that affect the barn structurally in any shape? Not really. It doesn't get rid of any room. It just allows for... kind of already got one going there, but that's... it was purely by accident, but that's okay. It works out. Sometimes accident is the best way to go. Okay, so that could be an interesting shape for the front. And give us kind of a channel to go in there. Do we want to do the same thing on this side? If we want it to be symmetrical on all sides, maybe we do. So I have it over here as well. Kind of seeing what this looks like.
Here comes a new challenger.
Well, that's a conundrum I wasn't anticipating. All right, well... I think they see me, so let's go on the offensive real fast. Actually, you know what? Can we sleep real fast because it looks like it's getting darker out? And then go on the offensive? Maybe? Okay. Okay. Let's be strategic about this. Let's kind of build a little bit of a... lure them. All right, we got him. No problemo. Okay. Do we do that same kind of pattern? In here as well? That is a good question. Right now, we're going to play around with the thought and just kind of see how it goes. Okay. Now, for the outside, mostly it is going to be mangrove. So let's start with this side. Let's go ahead and replace you with a couple of mangrove logs. And we'll do the same thing with you. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on just doing this one little section here for the horses, because a lot of this is going to be just a copy of this once I get the process down. And once we have that squared away, the rest should be relatively easy. Now, with that being said, give me some of you. Didn't mean for that to happen. What if we did something like, how does that? I mean, this is obviously too much, but what if we did? It sounds silly, but what if we did you and then you? And again, we're just kind of going for variation with the wood on the inside a little bit. That still might be too much of a difference. Okay. What if we do this instead for right now? What if we just focus on going in with the mangrove to start, and then we do the variation second. us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away, and I'm going to do this side to match this side, and I'll bring you back, and then once this is completed, I will try to begin on the shape of the roof, because I have to decide which way I want the roof to face. Like, do I want it to be this way, or do I want it to be from the side? It's going to, I think, be probably similar, no matter which way we face it, but it might look better to have it come up on this side and come over there. At least, maybe. That's what we got to check in. So I will see you in just a moment. And welcome back, guys. And as you can see, I kind of have an outline of what I want this roof to look like. It is not going to be in cobble. However, it is, I'm pretty sure I was going to go with the cobble deep slate to give it the darker look. So maybe we can kind of start replacing some of these blocks real quick just to get an idea of what it will look like. And then I need 4 slabs. Oh, that's a good idea. Would it look better as polished deep slate? Or even deep slate tiles? You know what, let's give it a try real quick. Let's just see what that looks like. Can't hurt anything. I do like the contrast there. Okay, let's keep going with this idea. Okay. 2 blocks. Okay. Stair. And 3. Need a stair. 3 of those. Okay, let us kind of climb up the backside over here just to kind of get this. That's a block, okay. And you know what? I just realized I should be doing this on the other side as well, in order to mirror it. So let me do this front row in the deep slate tiles, and I'll come back to you once I have it. At least this first part completed, so you can see what the whole roof would look like with this shape going. And welcome back, guys. And as you can see, I went ahead and I filled in a little bit more of this mangrove down here just to kind of get what it would look like. And you can see I have gotten this shape down, and I do really like this this kind of sinusoidal line that we got going right here. And I think I will. I do like the contrast between there. Usually I know like a barn is kind of like, you know, traditionally there's like the red and white, but I think I'm going to go with this kind of dark tile here. And like I said, do the whole roof that way. I just like the way that it looks. And then we can move the animals in here once we get that all sorted out. May need to get more cobble deep sleep, but we do have plenty of that in our storage area. In the meantime, let's go ahead and grab this water. We don't need that here anymore. Put the dirt back. Set that there. And we don't need all this stone stairs and such. We just did that to kind of put the shape in initially to see what it looks like. And I think that we're all, I think I like I said, I do like this shape. So I think that I'm going to go with that. Really, the inside is pretty much ready to go as well. I'll put some stalls in here for the sheep as well. And I might put a couple in here for the pigs too. This shape, the way that I have this is a little bit different than what I was planning. And also, you hear that there's lava in here. I might need to tear this hill down a little bit and kind of push it back some just to reshape it to give us more room over here. But I might also just kind of, like I said, change the way that I was going to keep the pigs in here, and they're just going to have like a smaller area. I don't believe I have that many pigs. Although there are some over here that we could add to our collection. Let me go see how many pigs I have real quick. I do think I want to kind of round up these kind of strays as well once it comes time to enclose the areas. I guess I have more pigs than I thought I did. But even still, that would be a bigger area than they currently have. And I think I'm okay with that. And I'll put mud down there for the pigs. Because, you know, pigs love mud. So, yeah. You know what? I kind of want to see what it looks like from up here on my base, too. So let's go ahead and look real quick. It might not be, we might not be able to see the details too well from this perspective at the moment, simply because there's not a lot there. It's just kind of a wireframe at the moment. But we will, like I said, we'll check that out when we get there. Gotta eat. I mean, we can definitely see it. And yeah, I like it. I think that's what we're gonna do. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to continue working on filling that in, and once I have the frame and the roof built, I will bring you back. Actually, let's go ahead and check this out real quick. I just enjoy watching this. It's so fun. There's a cube or a block. Doing pretty good. Got just some red poppies right there, just kind of chilling. Perfect. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, I'll be right back. And welcome back, guys. And as you can see, I have kind of framed in this building mostly. You can see I actually did decide to go with a white portion of the roof there. Although now that I'm looking at it, hang on, did I mess something up there? 1 second. What did I do? I did something wrong. I did that as a stairs. Those are not supposed to be stairs. That is supposed to be a, well, okay. Well, I need to fix that. And I think I did the same thing here too. Okay. So this is supposed to be, oof. Well, that's a bit of a goof up, but I will fix that, in a minute. But for right now, you can kind of get the idea of what I'm going for with that roof. And, yeah. And again, I kind of framed it in. What I want to move on to next is the doors into the different sections, and then the stalls over here. Like you see right now, I got these currently made out of like sectioned off right there, but I need to put doors in front of them to keep them safe. Now, I was thinking actually of making the doors out of spruce. And I keep saying doors, but doors is not the right term. I want to make some these guys, these fence gates. That is nowhere near enough. But just to kind of give an idea of what it's going to look like. Now, what I'm thinking of, what if I do... I was thinking maybe like a fence here and a gate there, but now that I think about it, it's probably going to be better just to straight up double these. It'll make getting the horses and donkey in and out easier. So that is probably what I should do. I'm going to need a few more of these. Now, what do I want to do with these big doors here? That is another question I need to figure out. I don't think I want to use these again. I think these are strictly going to be used for the stalls. Let's go make some more real fast. Okay. 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 So that will be for the horses. I'm also going to need to put lanterns in here. I don't want to use torches on the inside because I want it to be kind of realistic. Like this will go away, and I'll only use lanterns in here, which I can make because I did bring some iron over. Let's go ahead and do that. Probably gonna need more than that, but for right now, we will start with this many. And let's see, how do I want to hang these? Oop. This is clearly going really well. This might change a little bit. This is that feels too low. What if I do that? And I think that one right there would be enough to kind of light up the whole area. And what if I did something like you can clearly see that this area is not finished at this point. Going to need a similar situation over here too. Right. Okay. All right, now this way, each little area will have at least a stable, which is kind of makes sense, right? Like there would be individual stables in each section for different animals, usually like moms and babies, whatever. But I think I like where this is headed. It's definitely not finished, but let's create a few more of these. Let's see. That's going to be, we need 3 here. Two, 4, 6, 8, 11 more. 11 more. Okay. 11 more. We need, okay, first of all, we need many more sticks. We need more of these. I definitely need more. One more. All right, let's see if I did that very basic, simple math correctly, or if it's all gone for nothing. Okay. We did that about as well as we could have. Excellent. What I'm going to do now is I want to... Hey. It broke. Where did it go? I heard the lead break. Where'd the lead go? I want the leads. Leads? There's one. Where's the other one? Where did it go? There it is. Excellent. I needed those. Thank you. Wandering trader, you're not completely useless for anything. Let's go grab the horses. Come on, donkey. Come on, guys. I got a nice new area for you over here. Yep. Come on. Yeah. It'll be nice for you. You'll enjoy it. You're gonna have a much bigger area to wander around when I'm done. Yeah. Come on. Really need to make saddles for these guys. Yeah, I know. Alright, they're keeping up. It's all gonna be great. Let's go around this big hill. Let's not run. No need to rush. We have plenty of time. Plenty of time. Yeah. We have a llama. It's not really our llama, but we kind of stole him. Yep. Come on. Hey, who be? Come on. This is the part I didn't think about. Because I need a fence. Ah, dang it. Where'd it break? Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Okay, come here. Right now. You guys chill there. Donkey. Come here. Okay. Okay. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Let's go sleep. Okay. Let me see. All right, I'm going to go ahead and create a saddle. This is the first time I've ever made one of these with the crafting recipe, but we should only need one for right now. And I think that will help with our, let's put the weather back real fast. But I think that will help with our getting the horses into the stables. I think all I have left is a donkey, though. Let's find out real fast. Yeah, just one donkey left. We need to become friends. Listen, I'll be nice, I promise. We just gotta become friends. Come on. Let's be friends. Come on. There we go. All right, well, this is not a very fast donkey. And he is, I don't think, a great jumper. I think that's not, well, all right. I mean, you know what? It is what it is. It's fine. Okay. Donkey's in there. Get off, donkey. Nope. Take that. And let's go ahead and get off there, and you'll be fine. Okay. I mean, this guy's a little bit faster. How good are you at jumping? I mean, better. Not, maybe it's me. I mean, not great, but better than the donkey, at least. This guy's quite a bit faster and quite a bit better at jumping. Oh yeah, this guy's much better. Okay, and one last. Oh, I have not tamed you. Okay, well, let's move away from the horse, or from the barn, please. All right, guys, and we have just tamed this last horse. We're going to go ahead and throw him into the one of these remaining stables and spots. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. That is what I wanted to do. And we're going to exit. All right. And so our horses are in the barn and our donkeys. This guy is by far the fastest. I think these two are about equal when it comes to jumping. I'll name this guy later. I probably should put armor on him to distinguish him because I'll forget which one's fast one, but that's for another time. Let us actually, oh yeah, and in case you missed it, we kind of stole the wandering traders llamas. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, but for right now, that is going to be the end of this episode. Let us get to...
Here comes a new challenger!
Ah! Okay. Hold up. That's right, shoot each other. No, not the grass. Not the grass, you idiot. Ow. Dang it. Missed me. Yeah, all right. A little bit of excitement right before we end the episode there. You know what? Let me get to the customary balcony to close out this episode. I will see you in just a moment. Real fast update. I was actually just on my way to close out the episode when I saw this backed up situation here, and yeah, our farm is working pretty well. In fact, I need to make more chests for that. Let's go ahead and do that real fast since we're right here. Let's just do this. And then we need a crafting bench real fast. It's getting dark. Let's be quickly about this. All right, let's go. Dang it. Okay. Let's go ahead and put carrots in there. This is going to be for potatoes. Potatoes. The others, I think, are going to be fine for now, but the potatoes and carrots are definitely going really well. Let's hurry up, get back to our base, and so we can actually finally close out this episode. Oh, also, I moved my cat in here because, well, all the animals make lots of noise, and it's kind of not fun and kind of annoying. Welcome back, guys. We're gonna go ahead and call this episode here. Please let me know what you think of the barn and how that is going. While it is not finished, we're definitely well on our way to get that sorted out. We still need to include the pasture areas for the animals, which we'll work on, or maybe I'll do that in between episodes, and then when we come back next time, you'll kind of see like a mostly completed barn. But also let me know what you think of the walls. I think that I am going to change the direction and include that island over there and kind of include the water, like a span across the water and around over there behind where the mill is. And but yeah, just let me know what you think. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. I really do hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye.